The 1994 Eclipse champion Holy Bull was having quite the run of things for owner-trainer Jimmy Croll. But competing in the 1995 Down Handicap, the Bull had a really bad day. In the burst of a moment, the racing career of this beloved horse was over, and he didn't like it one bit.
The day he got hurt, out here, he was just going to gallop along when it mishap happened, and he was furious. He was mad down the backside. He was absolutely mad.
However, just a few days later, he was off to Kentucky with a non-life-threatening injury, but not before a farewell from his South Florida friends. That's our story today on Talaire's Thoroughbred Racing Review, for the best of horse racing history on YouTube. They rolled out the red carpet, literally, for the injured champion Holy Bull when he left his stall at Gulfstream Park. The Bull said one last goodbye to the racetrack before entering the transportation line. Up next was a nearly 20-year career of making little bulls in Kentucky. But first, the ceremonies began with the Garden of Champions salute at Gulfstream Park.
We're having a special induction ceremony into the Garden of Champions for last year's Horse of the Year, that of course being Holy Bull. Holy Bull certainly captured the imagination of the American racing public, and we are pleased to say that he was a big part of Gulfstream Park both last year and this year. We're very pleased to honor Holy Bull.
Then the party continued just outside his stall with cake and carrots. Not to mention some very important people in the Bull's career who reflected on their time with the champion.
If you could put into words just exactly what it is like to be on this horse's back when it takes off.
That's really hard to do. I've tried to come up with a few different words on how to describe riding him but there just ain't no words for it, to tell you the truth.
I was lucky enough to have a horse like this. I wish that everybody grooming horses had a chance to go through the excitement and fun that I've been through the last year and a half. I know it's never going to happen to me again.
Well, the Bull's a very special horse. I've never really encountered one that had quite the personality he has. He's a big ham. He knew he was great. He still knows he's great. He was always had something in store for you. He wasn't always quiet and docile all the time. Sometimes he'd like to take a little bite out of you, or take a little kick at you, and he'd always keep you on your toes.
They even hired a banner plane to say goodbye.
Holy Bull was what I would call the blue-collar horse. He captured the imagination of the racing public at large. He was a horse that could command standing ovations. He just excited people like very few horses that I can ever remember. So he'll be missed greatly.
I know myself personally when he was hurt that day, because I was naturally upset. When I saw him with all 4 feet in the ground, I realized that he was going to be all right. If I make it all right, I was a big relief. Really, I broke down and cried. I mean, they were really more than you could almost stand. I mean, everybody was so gracious.
And then it was one last group picture for the Holy Bull team. All the cameras soon followed him one last time. It was time to say goodbye to the champion. Such is the game of racing. For the best in historic horse racing action is Thoroughbred Racing Review. Subscribe on YouTube and read the rest of the story on Facebook. Subscribe now.